Alrighty, yo, what is up, mates? It's just Rick here, back with some more DFO Blitz, this time on my female striker. Now guys, I got a lot of great reception on that first Elven Knight video. I'm really excited to make more of these videos and get back onto the PvE train and give me an excuse to play my characters, because as it's been, you know, a lot of my characters have been falling on the wayside, and this one especially, sadly, because I've been putting so much effort into my Knight, I was not able to put all the devotion that I wanted to onto what I'd consider maybe my second main character. You know, aside from Elven Knight, I think this is a character that I really enjoy maybe the most after that. But guys, just take a quick look at my gear on my female striker, and like I said, it's not to the point where I want to, but I got a lot of great stuff anyway. Got a 6-piece Gracia. We've been upgrading this slowly but surely, getting some nice pieces from Time Traveler's Watch, for instance. I'm wearing a Razor Cream right now because it gives you 20% damage while you're bleeding. And right now I don't actually have a attack damage mod. I actually have I used to use a Shadow Nomad, but I think it's in my storage now, I recently got an upgrade to that, and you see it on my hot swap, which by the way, Striker, huge thing about Striker is swapping gear. We'll talk about that. But I got a Berserk. Where'd I get this? I got it in Raid. I was doing Raid on my Striker. I was like, oh, here's Scam Tom again. Didn't get any gold cards, but instead I got a Berserk. So I didn't even realize. Somebody had to tell me, Rick, you got a Berserk. I was like, oh shit. So I got one of the best in slot, at least 85 weapons on my Striker. Of course, 90 weapons are better now. And if I can finally get to farming her, I can actually use that. So, or get better weapons, hopefully. But Berserk is okay for now, and I'm just dying to get better stuff whenever I finish on my Knight. So this will be the next character, by the way, to get farming hells and stuff like that. But aside from that, we do have like full swaps. I think this is a character who has probably the most swaps I have, possibly, on the whole account. And it's just every piece is a freaking swap, man. We're not rocking my rare clone avatar set. I do have one for this female striker, or female fighter. Don't know where it's at right now. So one of my other characters has it. But anyway, guys, enough talking. Do have Ray Decrease to help out on the Gracia damage, which is really nice. Got that in some random hell mode. But guys, we are currently, let's talk about where I'm at right now, at the Central Park. Now, if you don't know how it works, last time we were at the Pandemonium Outpost, and then we went into the Metro Center. You can also enter the Metro Center from this side as well. If you guys look on the map, Central Park and Pandemonium Outpost are just connected, and the dungeon region is just connected 2 different ways to get to the same dungeon region. So here you can see the maps are more or less the same, and I went into normal difficulty. Dude, I'll go ahead and go back into there. We can go into Slayer difficulty. Now, I'm going to be going into, on a lot of my characters who are already max level, which are not that many, to be honest. I accidentally forgot how to play this character, honestly. I haven't played it in a while. But what you'll see for a lot of my high-level characters is I like doing this dungeon, and there's a reason for that. I'll tell you guys, basically, pro tips from the pros, guys. There's ever since the this update, level 90 cap update, we did get a few new cards, and those are boss cards from this region. They are considered unique grade, and by the way, they are extremely good. I'm talking best in-slot accessories for the most part there. So just something that I thought, you know, if you care about that kind of stuff, you should. If you're, you know, at that point in the game where you're like considering trying to get the best in-slot accessory cards and stuff like that, you have to think about this at some point at least. But yeah, this is where I would say one of the best cards in the game exists. Maybe we can look at it real quick. Here's the card we're trying to get, guys. Transcended Nornal. That's going to give you 18 elemental damage on... I'm still bleeding, by the way, because of my accessory. I forgot to take that off. I did end up getting a Graugle card that can give you up to 20 water and light damage, and same thing with Domina Haley, giving dark and fire damage, extra damage as well. So, I mean, we're talking humongous damage increases off of those accessory cards, guys, because you can upgrade them, you can stack them up to 3 times, you can get the, or however many times you can upgrade them, and then, you know, get a whole bunch of elemental damage in that way. Stack it 3 times, and it's just something that, you know, of course it's min-maxing to the extreme, but we are talking a pretty sizable amount. So, and man, I did not realize how much that bleeding actually hurts me, man. So maybe we can't do full clears like I was doing here. Not a very good idea to do full clears anyway, so just wanted to show off my character a little bit, but I'm like dying, dude. I'm like dying. One thing about the Striker is that she is going to be I feel like she uses her cooldowns really quickly, and that's really like her specialty, I'd say, is that she is a huge burst type character. I like switching to my other lightning speed weapon because then I can do infinite lightning dance, which I think is probably the coolest thing about this character, is that she can use lightning dance multiple times. You can even switch to another weapon and then use a stronger lightning dance like that. I'm trying to go over like 10 different things at once. We're going to go ahead and try to utilize our second awakening and then use a assist to hold down, and is this going to kill? Yes, it is, baby. Whoa, nice combo. A little unclear, but there you go. That is Transcended Normal. That is basically the boss card that I'm trying to get from the DFOpedia. So, like I said, elemental damage on your accessories is something that I think should be something you should strive for, because, you know, a lot of my gear only has like 6 elemental damage. Even my knight has about 10. But if you can get every piece 18, now we're talking, you know. So you got to consider every 22 or so elemental damage will increase your damage by, what is it, 10%? So it's not a small amount, let's just say that. But anyway, guys, we're going to keep doing rush clears, because like I said, if the goal is trying to get the boss card at the end, it's no point in trying to do full clears. This route is also, this dungeon, by the way, is also what most people do for their hell runs, guys. They like doing Times Square as well. The only thing, I mean, the Times Square is probably one of the best Pandemonium Outpost dungeons there is, or Central Park, whatever you call it, the Metro Center dungeon there is. It's probably one of the best ones because of the fact that this card is so good, and aside from that, there's also these Terranium rocks strewn all over the place, and you can actually farm them up very quickly and easily, so that's another benefit. There's a couple right here, there's a couple in the next room, they're just on the way to the boss, and then finally the boss itself, like I said, is a really sought after card. So let's see if we can group all these guys, get one shot. Ooh, nice. I don't have a really good rotation on this character, but I don't know what I want to do, but maybe we can get the assist going again, and then get, oh man, I forgot one thing is ever since I switched out my my necklace, I'm actually odd numbered on the lightning dances, so I'm gonna have to change that on my equipment really quick. So pro tip on the lightning dance really quick. So if I actually go to the lightning dance skill, it will tell you how many times you will kick. You want to end your kicks on an even number, because you can imagine if you're only attacking one guy, if you're on an odd number, your last kick is actually going to send you away from the enemy. So you want to be on an even number. That usually happens when I'm wearing my normal setup that doesn't include the Razor Queen's necklace, because then I have 2 pieces of gear that give me 1 extra kick of lightning dance. This now makes my lightning dance kicks 14 instead of 13, and I will end up, as long as there's only one enemy, I will end up on the same enemy that I kicked initially, which is good against bosses, and it's great against when I use my lightning speed epic, for instance. So it's just something that, you know, you have to keep a track of. Used to be the case where you can use your TP skill to because the TP skill used to be able to give you extra kicks of lightning dance. It doesn't do that anymore, so now it's all reliant on what gear you're wearing. So hopefully you have the proper gear to make sure that you're ending your lightning dance when you actually want to. So, and go get some kicks off. So just a little tip right there. You're not going to notice it nearly as much against when there's so many enemies on the screen that it doesn't matter what your kick number is, but you'll definitely notice it against like single target enemies. So anyway, switching to my regular stuff here. So guys, I don't know if I've really explained why I kind of like the Striker. I really do like skills that can, or classes that can, I don't want to say spam skills, but I do want to say like intentionally use all of their skills in a fast manner. And I think that's kind of why I like Elven Knight a lot, is that, you know, I have the option to play slower or more conservatively, or just go all in, right, with all my skills at once. So Striker is really probably the best class to be able to do that. She has a system, a muscle shift system, which basically you have to utilize. You have to utilize when you're using burst combos and stuff like that to get the highest amount of damage that you can. You basically just try to cancel all your skills together, and here you can see that's what I was talking about with the even numbered lightning dance. I ended up on normal when I finished the lightning dance, so that I was able to if I used my lightning speed epic, for instance, I could keep doing it over and over and over again. It's really convenient and inconvenient when you don't. Now guys, I did mention I did want to talk about this at some point, is the whole swap situation with the striker. Is that the striker and the male striker, for that matter, both have to rely heavily on their chronicle sets. In a lot of my classes, you'll notice, especially the main classes, most of the times you'll have a swap set, and what that is a chronicle set, usually a chronicle set, or it could be a mix between chronicle set, dual tainted, and gear that increase level. Anything that is used temporarily to buff up a particular skill, and you only do that to buff up that skill, and then you switch to your real set afterward. So what we have here is a 6-piece Diablo Blow set that's going to increase my damage on Power Fist, crit damage by 25%. And on top of that, I have other gear that is individually leveling my Power Fist. Like this is giving me +1, this is giving me +1, my avatars are giving me +1. If you have platinums, that could give you +1. My pet's giving +1. You can do that up to a max level of, in this case, level 30. It'll tell you in any skill that you have. You can do that and turn your buff on, and now I have a level, at least currently, a level 28 Power Fist, and I have the effects of my Diablo Blow 6 set. So that's what a swap set is. You're gonna, I mean, I'm not really gonna try to explain that every time, but Striker relies heavily on the swap set, and that's why you see me having so much extra gear. Because you can imagine now I'm dishing out, every time I crit, I'm dishing out 25% more damage. It's as easy as that. Because I swapped out early, I have a higher level Power Fist. It's very important that you do that when you're doing some higher end content. Right now, obviously, you're seeing it's not as important, but you know, like I said, you're doing higher level stuff, you're gonna want to consider doing that. So, or you have to do that. I mean, let's not get it twisted. You have to do that if you're doing some higher level content, because you gotta, you know, that's just something that yeah, that's 25% that anybody can get to Chronicle set. One thing I wanted to also mention about this dungeon, I was kind of talking about, it is one of the best dungeons, and I do believe that there's a lot of reasons why you do want to farm it. The only downside I can actually think of this dungeon is you'll notice there are actually no named mobs here. It's very odd. All of the other Pandemonium dungeons have named mobs, but this one does not. I'm talking about champion mobs. I'm talking about the ones that are needed for the daily quests. I don't know if I have it right here on this character, and I don't. Basically, there's a daily quest that has you killing 5 champion mobs. This dungeon doesn't have any. It's very odd. It's the only Pandemonium dungeon that's like that. If you go into any of the other ones, they actually have named mobs, and I actually missed my move right there. So, and dude, my chain is just all fucked up. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just don't refer to that when that run, okay? But yeah, it's very odd. This dungeon's super beneficial for everything else, like I mentioned, but yeah, it doesn't have any named mobs, so that's you can't beat your daily quest in this dungeon alone. You're gonna have to go somewhere else, any dungeon for that matter. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and go in here one more time. And my striker seems really strong, doesn't she? She's actually, I like her. I like her right now, even though she's only in Gracia set right now. I don't mind playing her because, you know, Gracia's a strong set. Let's not beat around the bush. I do have some really good weapons as well, and my accessories are not bad either. So I think she's well off. It's just she's not to that level where I want her to be yet, and I'm really looking forward once my night is done, because I'm getting close. I titled my last video something like, you know, I see the summit on my night, because I really do. I feel like I'm close to finishing gearing her out, and I wanna jump to other characters. And my striker, I think I want to give her the next epic set. So you can see, just spamming all whatever skill I had off cooldown right there. Lightning Dance, man. Lightning Dance is the coolest epic, or the coolest skill ever, man. They're getting some cool resets off of the Mountain Pusher as well. I do like wearing still like wearing the Lightning Speed Epic, because it gives you infinite, it could give you infinite Lightning Dance like this, but then on top of that, it can also give you multiple castings of the Mountain Pusher as well if you wanted it. So there's like, oh shit. Dude, I fucked that all up, dude. I don't even know what I did. Okay, yeah, just knock me down, dude. You know what I'm doing. Okay, give me a Lightning Dance. And killed, okay. And we'll do one last combo. I'm not picking up the rocks, guys. I talked about the Terranium. I'm not even picking them up. And end it with a kick, baby. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There's a little bit of female striker action. I know my skill rotations and all that, I'm not really considering it all that much. I honestly haven't played the female striker as much as I want to. My knight has gotten a lot more refined because I've been playing her so much, and my striker just, I want to play her, guys, but damn it, my knight doesn't steal all the DI and leave her in the dust. Leave all my characters in the dust. But anyway, guys, there was a little bit more of my female striker in the DFO Blitz series. In the next video, you'll see what I consider maybe my third main, or we're getting close to like my top characters right now, at least initially, and then we'll go into my alt characters, the ones that don't get the kind of treatment that these top characters get. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you knights later.